Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It's time for more E4 Merlios Gilbin, where the Peasants' War rages on. We're at -3 stability, and things are not looking the best they've ever looked, I'll say that much. So, I suppose... No. Okay. Losing 5 prestige is good. Get the 100 military power. Grant the monopoly charters. Demand the diplomatic support. Alright. Gather it all. We're gonna need it. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to try and suppress about as many rebels as we can right now. We don't have particularly much manpower to do much fighting with, so... It's gonna be a bit of work. Alright. And as well, cert. Good. Get those cores in. I'm kind of half expecting to lose that land, so I just kind of want to get the cores on it before I do. Alright, there's some spreads. There's treatment. As I said, I'm going to be working on suppressing them as much as possible. But that's pretty hard to beat. So. Alright, you're in mountain, so you're probably not actually in good state to be standing there. Head to Mosul. Okay. At least for the moment, we have control of the rebellion. For the moment. I'm not going to convert anything either. Not even worth trying. Alright. With 52, we have no legal heir. This could get dicey. In addition, I have a chat with the clergy here. I'm going to swap out for you. Oh, speaking of, average claim. Could be worse, I suppose. And I probably should name it after the patron. Sorry about that. It happens. Okay. Nakachiban. Culture redesigner. Alright. I need to consider some stuff here. Such as a global increase to autonomy of the provinces. I think it's the only way this is going to be survivable. I have a fucking lot of provinces, don't I? Autonomy will return in time. It's not the end of the world. I have a pretty big cash reserve as well, so it's definitely not a big deal. Remember the old days when you could just throw money at stability and make it better? Yeah, I remember you three too. And at this rate, half the episode is just going to be me doing this. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah. On the plus side, this is starting to get us control back of at least portions of the country. I mean, a decent amount of it can still be handled. Alright. Well, that's all of it. We've just given every province autonomy. Alright. Overextension and war exhaustion are both going down. Okay. Isolated rebels. Okay. When does that isolated rebels modifier go away? 425 August? Okay, so just a bit extra. And national tax is a good idea right now, as you can see. On the plus side, 11 power a month isn't bad. Well, on the plus side, you know what's really interesting? We didn't fucking lose stability for that. Please tell me the Regency can't. Oh, fuck. It's like, why couldn't you have like a 6 Regency Council? It's gonna make things more awkward, but we'll survive. Now I have to ask some questions here. 1. Do I ditch the religious policy? The answer is yes. 2nd, do I take the stability policy? Actually, probably in this case. 3rd, who do I take here? Yeah, Jupiter. There's no even, like, stability cost modifier, which is weird. Alright, so we can reduce it by 12, so around 210 or so. We want to see about that. We don't actually care what they quote unquote occupied. Well, plus side, the Greek culture has managed to spread pretty far. Got the points, might as well spend them. Apparently, several regions did not get autonomy. Oh no, they had autonomy before, but they probably just got off of it, didn't they? Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. So, that's a hit to the legitimacy, which is going down by about 5 a year. That's not good. That's pretty bad, actually, yeah. Wavering loyalty of the merchants guilds. Well, sucks. We'll hold it, though. Support troops. Till the end of the Peasants' War, it's better than obsolete forces. I should convert the Christians, but I'm not going to. I'll have to let them breed for a while, unfortunately. I mean, that's fine. It's not like we actually felt the wrath of that event in any way. You know, this whole being -3 stability thing isn't all that bad. Maybe I should just sit at -3 stability until my administrative power is enough to get me out of negatives. And end to the Peasants' War. I need to try and clean these guys out completely. You guys, all of the Suez. Good. Good. The Empire is collapsing. Incompetent leader and bad administration at this moment. There's little we can do besides watching our empire collapse. I'm not surprised about this. We now have decadence. Impressively. So this would probably be about where the empire collapses. Yeah. Alright, well, it's time for the stability policy, and an increase in stability, and a hell of a lot of prayer. I'm not a religious man, but the situation is pretty bad. Yeah, we Needs the money and the prestige, sure, whatever. Very good. I'm pretty certain that this Peasants' War is really buggy in that I'm having 2 of them at once. I mean, I can still handle 2 Peasants' Wars at once. I don't know if I can handle the Decadence at the same time. This is taking its sweet time making cores. Alright. At least more of it's being cored. Okay, we have a free advisor here. Yeah, better relations over time wouldn't hurt. Oh boy. Yep. So, interesting factor. Most disasters, you can't actually get if you already are in a disaster. Unfortunately, the Decadence event is added in by extended timeline, and one thing I've noticed about mod makers is they tend to forget the rule of you're not supposed to ever have more than 1 disaster at a time. Like, that is an effective rule. The good news is, I can end the Peasants' War by doing that. Does it suck? Oh, hell yeah. But, it's a hell of a lot better now. Because there's absolutely no way I could even remotely come close to handling both the disasters at once. So, I'm going to have to give in to the Peasants' War and start trying to build myself back up here. This is not going to be an easy one, but... lovely. How bad is inflation now? That is an important question. 12.5%. Fucking we lost. I don't have any manpower to reinforce. This is getting worse by the minute. Well, interesting that we're still getting Peasants' War events. Even though we're not in a Peasants' War, so they can't actually harm us anymore, at least. I mean, that's an improvement, I suppose. I think. Maybe, I'm not actually sure if that's an improvement or not. The jury's still out on that one. We'll see. Alright. The Empire may, in fact, be collapsing, but... I plan to do everything in my power to hold it together. Alright. Good. Trying to reinforce here. What are we looking at right now? 294 a month. All this local autonomy we've handed out means we don't get troops anymore. Alright. Separatism's 18. It can actually go above 30 years, as it turns out. Now, the good news is we've handled at least a decent number of these revolts. Really? I suppose everyone's entitled to their opinions. Plus, with these rebels getting a little buggy, it's a lot trickier to actually pin them down, because normally they're not supposed to revolt multiple times like this. But with no culture patriots and all that, it gets kind of awkward and weird. February 3rd. Administrative failure. Did I just score on every province? Like... Or is it just every non-Greek province? Oh, every non-Greek province. Huh. Alright. 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 I have been brought to the negotiating table with the rebellion. Start with that. disloyal, apparently. Yeah, I've been brought a bit to the negotiating table, let's just say. Christ. I'm trying to salvage whatever I can at this point. This is definitely a setback. This is definitely a setback. Alright, so Iraq is a pretty decent one to release. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, fucking Christ. I'm sorry I don't have more to say, it's just... I have to go through methodically and try and think out what the hell do I do in this case. I mean, Raqqa is probably not terrible. There's... Apparently I can't do Iraq. Raqqa will get down here, which is not terrible. Good. So that more or less leaves me in a decent quantity of control of of some areas. It's down to 200% overextension. Yeah, this is before overextension kicks in. I might as well. I mean, cars, I guess, has to be released, except I can't release them, can I? No, because I've culture converted their capital. The problem is, I've culture converted the capital of a lot of nations. Alright. Alright. I'm afraid, friends, this may very well be the end of the Spartan Empire. Perhaps not. Perhaps, though. I mean, now with this overextension being dangerously high and me having absolutely no way to even release them and negotiate with the rebels in any way, I'm going to go back down to -3 stability and take even more penalties. Probably lose the last of my legitimacy as well. How do you even get 5%? On top of that, the homeland is surprisingly having trouble here. Like, I've increased autonomy, and it's -84 now, which... Like, even my capital... What the absolute shit? Look, I handled the Peasants' War the best I could. But... Agriculture patriots are more or less free. At this point, I have to give pretty much away everything. You know what really grinds my gears? You know what really pisses me off? Tech 18 would have prevented this. Tech 18 would have stopped this from fucking happening. Because I would need to be over 160 to get the Decadence disaster. Oh, on the plus side, no culture patriots don't actually split from me. I'd give it the recent uprising modifier. Good enough. Oh, well, alright. Yep. Yep. This is, without question, our collapse. I mean, I'm not even sure what the game is expecting of me right now. Because it's an awful lot of Pretender Rebels. At least tell me it's a decent Pretender. Like, I'm not going to end up with like a 0-0-0 here, am I? Feudal monarchy, not ideal. with a strong claim. That's... yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's a thing. And there's nothing I can do to stop them. Better lose score on suit. Apparently. Unfortunately, it would appear the buggy nature of this game, well, not this game necessarily, but this mod, combined with some rather interesting events that have led to this, I grow concerned that this will be the end of the series. I mean, I don't think there was much I could do to prevent it once the Peasants' War started. Maybe if I gave in to the peasants immediately, rather than trying to, you know, hold them off. But even then, the decadence would probably still have just cracked me wide open because I'd lose core on anything that wasn't my culture. It ended up coming down to luck of the draw on my heir at the time. And, you know, having more than 60 stability, or legitimacy. Oh dear. Oh dear. So be it, though. The dice have fallen. The dice have fallen. Subjects demand freedom. Like, I can't actually get a handle on this decadence event. This overextension. I mean... accept their demands. Yep. Oh, yep. Lose what... half of them I can't, even. Legitimacy questioned. Economic collapse. This is even better. If with repeated economic collapses, that's actually going to get pretty hilarious. Alright. I'm down to 135% overextension. To the point, I don't actually have any more rebels. Because no other rebels can break free. Oh. Well, that's something. I gain a point of stability for it. Economic collapse. So I'm now over the 20% death inflation point, which means I'll start getting the bad economic events. Like, I want to just sort of let them take over at this point. Because, I mean, I can't even field an army at this point. There's no point in even fielding one. I'm going to just delete it. Like, there's no point in trying to field an army like that. I'm not entirely certain what my expenses are. Advisors for the most part, fair enough. Well, fuck you guys. Good enough for me. Okay, that leaves me with fort maintenance. I suppose so. Mothball all forts. Nothing I can do. We managed to get ourselves technically back into the green. And not good. Right, thankfully, at least my subjects have a truce for the next couple of years, so legitimacy start to be questioned. I think I can make the forts fall faster if I don't have military maintenance. Because then that actually reduces the morale of those defending. Should speed the process up. Like I said, I got nothing but, you know, 5 inflation. I'm just interested to see if I can come out alive of this. Like, what will be left of my empire at the end of all this? The answer is probably everywhere that is Greek. I should be able to hold on to those regions. I mean, I'm not getting horrifying events from having too much... whatever that is. Overextension, at least. Probably getting too many bad events from everything else. Yeah, I'm not too concerned about my subject's liberty desire here. I'm more interested in... whatever. I can't stop them. And you know what? This will help. As strange as it is. I have to let them win. My national unrest, by the way, still currently sitting at plus 25. Yeah, this overextension is not ideal. Peasant protests. Well, it's not like I need legitimacy right now. Yeah, I'm still getting negative events from whatchamahoots. That thingy. From the Peasants' War. So it appears no matter what, I'm in the Peasants' War forever. There's no way out of it. Decline of the Empire. Well, yes. It's to be expected. That will constantly get worse, by the way. Those are modifiers that will get worse. Interesting factoid. Well, I mean, it has to be a core before you can change its culture. Plus, probably a separatism. Actually, no. But yeah, I pretty much just have to let the rebels steamroll me at this point. I mean, it shouldn't take long. It's not like they have to siege forts anymore or anything. Yeah, we're down to 90 provinces. If we can drop down below 80, then this ends. But we can't, because I can't get rid of, you know, these provinces up here, which I would. Wow, we're down to Empire Fragmenting. That's not good. There are 6 levels of that, and I really would not like to hit the 6th one. No, I need to interfere here. Alright. Let the fucking Pretender Rebels win. The throne is lost. Oh, good. Maybe they can actually, secede. Well, I'm not worried about my inflation these days. Like, I have many hundreds of years to recover from this if I can come out of this in a position where I can survive. So I'm not mad. I'm interested. I'm interested. It's not like I have legitimacy to lose. We're down to Empire collapsing. Yeah, I don't think it gets... Well, Spartan separatists. Thank you. Much appreciated. It doesn't get any worse, at least. Feudal monarchy, it's not the worst. Heraclius. So, just for a kick, they happen to do that at the very moment. Well, on the plus side, they're shit. Worse news, we have a force limit currently of 1. Because we have minus 100%. That's not a good situation to be in. So, at this point, in order to actually be able to do things here... Right. Get rid of this. Stability. Clear. I'm sorry I have to use the console for this. It's just kind of awkward. We need more than having a land force limit of 1. And in short, that's the only way it's going to happen. Is to put an end to the decadence. Alright. Not enough manpower. Alright. Call upon mercenaries, then. Because I need to go beat up some Pretender rebels. Otherwise, we're kind of fucked. I mean, interesting factoid. We're going to even re-get this part of the empire that we lost. Bad news, we don't have core. Oh no, we do actually have core on it. Good. Because I guess it's an accepted culture. In addition, I need to actually fund my own military, which, as a result of our force limit, is currently 500 gold a month. Well, I mean, I'm in pretty rough shape all around here, but that's absurd. That is an absurd quantity. Yeah, I think we'll go with that again. Alright. And we re-annex them. Excellent. Yeah. The states are demanding control of territory. I guess. I guess. No, you know, I kinda should probably just consider something here. The possibility of giving into them again. 232. 232. So it's actually to put the same person on the throne. In that case, what the fuck ever. Do it. I don't care. You want to dethrone our current guy and put the exact same guy on the throne. You have my permission. Do it. Freaking do it. Alright, now, on the topic of overextension, we need to actually get a hold of this. So, before we can expand again, I mean... Can't cancel vassalization. Now the prestige, too. Alright. This is obviously not a great situation to be in. Mothball all forts. Except for the few being sieged right now. That's fine. Alright. So, we might be able to survive this. It's getting to the point where it's like, maybe. Maybe. It's not likely, but we're going to try. We need to slowly sort of just recore this region, convert it to Greek, and be on our way. Any province I core is pretty much just going to instantly start getting culture conversions. Because I've got no other way to handle it. And before they lose any more, we need to give them land. Okay. That's the region we gave control of. There. We had to give them extra land now because we're technically a feudal monarchy. We'll probably change back to a despotic monarchy when we can, but you know, since we don't really have income from separatists, income from vassals right now. I mean, at this point, I think we've all come to the agreement that the sub-Greek cultures must also die. Although I was originally accepting of them, that was before the dark times. This is our crisis of the 3rd century that Rome went through. In time. In time, I hope to be sort of restored, but at least for the time being, we're on the downtrodden. Yeah. There's nothing I can do to stop it. Azerbaijani separatists. I mean, those are kind of a weird place for you guys to be getting uppity in, but sure. I'm pretty certain, actually, as a result, none of those will go to it, and it'll just be a recent uprising thing, which is fine. Yeah, I kind of expected that. They can't see properly. So we're kind of in a weird situation. Like I said, I'm just going to let these guys take over again. Because we'll just get more legitimacy in essence. So, there's a lot worse things that could happen. Come to the end of this, though. I really want Tech 18. Tech 18 helps. Oh dear. Tech 18 helps. No. Let's see. Screening advisor. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I need about as much admin points as I can get my hands on here. Good. I mean, every province that turns Greek is good. Like, Caesarea and Ganja will be welcome additions to the Greek family. During first stage of the Peasants' War. So, yeah, unfortunately, we still technically have a Peasants' War. And I'm pretty certain there's absolutely no way around it. This has to be the end of the series, because I'm stuck in a permanent Peasants' War event cycle that I can't get out of. I thought just having a classical Peasants' War would get me out of it. Unfortunately, no. Fez declared war on us. I'm sure they did. Now I want to give. Just suggest an offer, I guess. Release Raqqa, sure. It's not like I can say no. It's not like I can say no. Alright. Like, I'm surprised Fez is even allowed to be my rival at this point. They should have eclipsed me by now, you'd think. Yeah, we're just gonna keep getting Peasants' War events. On the plus side, a country finally broke free. It's a plus. Separatism down to 2, yeah. So unfortunately the game wigs out, and too many bad things occur. Looks like to be the end of our run. We didn't quite manage to make Alexander's empire, as I'm now permanently stuck in a Peasants' War, among other things. Tirana wants to become a march. Did that even stop you guys from... No. No, you're not becoming a march. Just rebel and take your fucking independence. Christ, it's not like I'm gonna be able to stop you. Alright. We also unfortunately have to wait for an event to prevent the Empire collapsing thing from going anymore. Where's the province and try and keep a few of them together? Yeah, I'd love to. In fact, that's what I've been doing for the most part. Except now I'm just getting national decentralization repeatedly. Because of this weird mix of disasters. A rather unfortunate end to this run, I think. A rather unfortunate end. A rather unfortunate end. We just kind of imploded. That happens sometimes. That can happen. I'm rather not mad how it happened. I'm kind of just disappointed that the game more or less ended up being like this. As they control the capital, yeah. Or if they manage to occupy another province. We give in either way. Alright. Done. Our nation has collapsed. The rebels have won. And we're below our overextension. Oh man, Azerbaijani culture. Oh well. It's something. It's not the end of the world. And there's not a chance that we can get out of this. We'll be permanently minus 100 prestige as a result of the events. And... well, that's all she wrote, I'm afraid. There's no way out of it. I was hoping there was a way out of the glitched Peasants' War. I could maybe try attempting to modify save files, but beyond that, not likely. I'll give it a shot and see what I can come up with, but we'll see. Thank you everybody for watching. I'm sorry that this has kind of come down to this degree of collapse, but like I said, I don't think there was much I could really do to prevent it, which is rather sad. Mothball all forts. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been your lovely, lovely host, Kelvin, signing off.